Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new podcast, Life
Unscripted.
Okay, so here's the thing:
We fucked up.
we forgot to make an introduction.
Yeah.
So this is why it's gonna be too edited.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's a quick intro.
Intro.
To us. My name is Rawad Azze, and I am Lebanese. I have no other nationalities. I've lived here all my life,
Same.
and I struggled here all my life. Anyways. I'm a banking and finance graduate. I currently have a job, a stable job, and I'm also doing a side hustle, which is trading, forex, crypto, and stocks.
And I'm Fadi. I'm a computer engineer graduate. I'm currently working as a web developer in a company, and I do freelance web development, and I also teach web development on the side. So this is us fixing our fuck up that we forgot to record an intro. It's just
An intro. Yeah, basically.
basically. Okay, so back to
So,
regular
Again,
programming.
welcome to our podcast.
Welcome. This podcast, it's basically for people that are going through all the shit, through all the misery, through
Life, basically.
through life, basically.
All the problems in life, but has no one to talk to, no one, or he thinks that no one is listening to him, and they need support.
Exactly, for the people that like feel that they're unheard.
And alone in this world. We're honestly just literally here to tell you that you're not the only one who's like this. We've all been through this, especially
Especially
us.
us.
And we're here to let you know that life is unfair. And it will
Unfortunately.
always be unfair. But there's maybe tricks and hacks kind of that will help you manage.
Or just the talks that will help you realize certain things that you might think that they're obvious, but until you actually hear them, you won't actually think about them.
Because I'll take it from personal experience. It's like when I'm in anxiety or depression or whatever problem I'm going through, it's like I know exactly what I need to get out of the situation I'm in.
But you don't do it.
I just don't believe in myself enough to do it. But if I hear it from someone, it's like
You get motivated to actually do it.
it's like a
switch
light
turns
bulb
on.
that just turns on. But the thought of saving and leaving the situation was already planted in there, but it's just the overthinking and all the agony that I let it control my mind just buries it deep. But when someone says it just lights up and it's there, and it helps. So to anyone who's feeling this, I promise you it will go away and things will be better. And hopefully you can just take it from two guys who've been through this. And we felt sometimes that it's the end of the world. We're at the end of the road. There's no surviving this. But there's always light at the end of a dark tunnel.
Yep. But unfortunately, the tunnel is very fucking dark.
And long.
And long, yeah. But we need to understand one thing. Actually, it's I'm gonna go through my point through something I recently went through. For some reason, do not ask me why. Me and my friend decided to go to Batroun to take bikes. We biked to Al beach. If no one knows where that is, it's a beautiful beach. We went there. We swam in the middle of fucking January. It was cold. And we biked back. There was Tinel Shikka. Tinel Shikka, it's a very well-known tunnel that's very well known for its accidents, for its creative accidents. So we had to bike through it. I'm usually used to biking everywhere. My friend, he's not that used to bikes. So he's not a newbie. He doesn't know how to. It's not like he doesn't know how to ride a bike, but no, he's not as experienced as he'd like to be. We had to go through the Tunnel Shikka because the other way around was way too long to go back. And honestly, the bike seats basically raped our ass.
Pretty much uncomfortable.
Yeah. So we had to go through that very long. In a car, it doesn't seem that long, but on a bike,
When you're biking it, yeah, it's totally
it's
different.
long as fuck. And it's scary because it's pitch black in midday.
Like
It's
every tunnel
pitch-
in Lebanon,
Yeah, basically.
nothing is lighted.
Basically. So it's pitch black and we had to go through it. In my mentality, it's if I go as fast as I can possibly go, I'll just reduce the amount of possible. Sorry, not the amount. The time that's possible for something to go wrong. Because if you stay in a dark place for like a year or two, the probability of something bad will happen to you. It's higher than if you stay there for like 6 months.
Yeah, but also rushing into things isn't always the right thing to do.
Noted, but sometimes if you can see the end of the light, the end of the tunnel, you need that extra push
True.
to
You need it.
get there. Since you can see the end of the tunnel.
Okay, yeah, but still, there's something. Be careful what you wish for. Just because you see it and it's there
Doesn't mean you can
it's
actually
gonna
reach
be
it.
easier to reach it.
Exactly.
So don't overreach. Don't over rush things. Just keep a steady mind. Don't let your emotions flow and your brain just scattering it. We see the light. Let's just go for it. Screw the consequences. No. It's there. You're halfway there. Just keep it up until you reach. Don't rush things. You've done so well. Don't rush things.
No, I'm not talking about rushing things without thinking them through. Like, for example, if I wanted to rush things, مظبوط, I would have went through the middle of Tunnel Shika.
True.
I went to the far right. I even almost climbed like a fucking mini rasif, mini sidewalk, so to get there. But I believed in my capabilities as a person that's been riding bikes since I was like 5. So I believed in my capabilities. Plus, I'm a very logical man. I believe that if you stay in like I said, if you stay in a dark place for a longer period of time, there's more probability for you to something to go wrong. For example, my friend, he was not as confident in his own skills to paddle faster. So he was very scared. He was, even though he won't admit it, he was slowly yet surely going through the tunnel. I was like going, stopping. He was taking his time.
He was taking his time.
Tabi, we both ended up just fine walking through. But there's something I saw on Insta the other day. If you keep on preparing or preparing yourself for the next step, like for example creating the podcast, if we waited even more than we already did, like another person could have tried and uploaded 9 episodes.
Plus, there is such
and
thing.
one of them, and the 10th episode was the one that he succeeded.
There is such a thing that's called overtraining or over-exercising.
Exactly.
That's why they usually advise like students that do not study before the test. Just you study before, before the test, just rest your mind.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
you keep on reading before you go in and just studying over and over again, you'll end up blanking yourself
and
just
yeah.
overstressing yourself.
You should
There
the bed,
is such
basically.
thing as overstudying, over
Yeah.
training, over exercising.
Yeah, I'll take another example. If me, I like lifting heavy weights.
Yeah, no shit.
I love big heavy circles. That can be that can be taken in every single way.
I didn't. I didn't. It's in my mind, but I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, it's everywhere. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. Everywhere.
So for example, I've been recovering for the past 3 weeks because I almost blew out my knee because I was leg pressing more than I should have. No, actually, I was squatting more than I should have.
Makes sense. You do that.
Yeah, it's a good
do that.
It's a good test to boost from time to
That's
time.
what I mean by rushing things.
But because of that, now that my knee is healed, I tried leg day the other day. It was the most productive exercise I've done in a while.
Good.
Because my muscle, my tendon basically almost broke. I gave it time to heal. It healed even stronger. So I can try again. If it breaks again, I'll give it time to heal. Then it's the thing that you should always keep on trying, and not I'm not saying going blindly,
Yeah.
but
It's just
don't overthink about it. Don't over analyze. Don't over stress about things.
don't give up.
And never give up.
Never give up. Be patient.
Patience is a virtue.
That's something I don't have.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I stopped going with him to the gym.
You lazy piece of.
Yeah.
You had to get that up.
Because I am impatient. It's just every time I see that something is gonna take long term to see the progress or whatever, I just something in me that says, just leave it.
Can I tell you something?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to be better, but I'm a bit far from there. But I'm working on it.
Can I tell you something?
Sure, go ahead.
It's not that you're impatient. It's that you're not disciplined in that way.
Yeah, but discipline comes from patience.
مظبوط. So I'll
And responsibility as well.
responsibility. It's
discipline.
It's an after effect of discipline.
Yeah, but
it's not a prerequisite.
They all fall under the same basket.
They fall. There's a chain.
Patience,
There's a chain reaction.
That's this thing. You need to start with one
Because patience
to convey
leads.
the other.
Because patience leads to fucking. I just blanked the shit out of my head. هلا قلناها.
Pause.
لا. We'll cut it later. Discipline. Patience leads to discipline. Discipline leads to responsibility. Responsibility will lead to more things. We're still figuring out what those things are.
But they all start with patience.
True.
But okay, patience and disciplines just like they go somewhat close to each other.
Yeah, they're parallelized.
Yeah, in the terms of this cycle of responsibility and all the other virtues that are necessary in life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you that. No, I don't think they're necessary. That's why I don't do them.
No,
it's
they
just,
have to.
No.
Yeah.
They are very much necessary. It's just I don't want to talk about it now, but when you've been through rough stuff and you're just trying to figure out your life now, and you already have this mindset that it's already too late for me, so it's not easy to have patience when I have this mindset.
Exactly.
And I've already wasted half my life with
other
anxiety
stuff.
and depression and all that crap. That when I start thinking that, wow, I'm gonna start something to improve and progress and let's do this. This mindset, this idea this thought that I have in my mind just pops up out of nowhere. It's like, you're 25 years old. You've already wasted 20 years of your life. You could have done something. Now you want to wait another 2 years to feel the progress of going to the gym or playing guitar or whatever. It's too late for you. Just drop it. That's where my impatience comes from.
True.
That's why I don't have patience. When this mindset comes, I can't control it. I hate it. But it is what it is, and I am working on it.
Yeah, I know.
I'll figure it out, and I need to push myself. I know that.
Me too. Look, every person is going through it. Every person is going through the same things. Maybe not to certain extremes, maybe different aspects of life, but we all have those like roadblocks that we need to overcome.
Yeah,
they're bumps in the road.
I'm pretty sure everyone who's hearing this had an idea or a memory popped in their head where they know they needed the patience to do something and just ignored it.
Exactly.
We all had our patient moment. I'm pretty sure of that. It's something you have to go through on a daily basis. Life is about patience. You can't rush things. You rush things, you make mistakes. You don't rush things, you give up. That's the biggest mistake. Mistake, yeah. Think, work, do it, fail, try again. But try again.
There's that Rocky quote. Do it. There's that Rocky quote, that famous Rocky quote. It's not how hard life hits you. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
It's about how hard you can get hit.
Exactly, and keep moving forward. Yeah,
it's true. That's how winning is done.
Exactly,
that's absolutely true, and it works in everything.
The difference between a winner and a loser is that the winner is a loser that tried again,
that actually never gave up.
Exactly.
He tried and tried and tried and tried until he reached his goal.
Exactly.
A loser is just someone who gave up after failing once or twice. Yeah, but what we have to keep in mind is nothing is going to come easy.
Of course.
Nothing you actually want is going to come easy.
Nothing worthwhile will come easy.
Yeah, whatever you think is easy to get is going to be 80% of the time is not going to be good for you.
Possible. It's like any kind of drug, any kind of
how easy is it to buy smokes or alcohol or drugs or whatever? It's that easy.
I'll give another again, it's a gym reference. I'll use gym references a lot.
No shit.
For example, if a guy wants to get big, he can either work hard for 3 to 6 months
or get steroids.
Or get fucking steroids. Boop. Overnight, not overnight, like 2-3 weeks, but he'll be jacked as shit.
Yeah, true.
So
true.
that's the difference between a disciplined person and working hard for it. And trust me, the best feeling on earth is after you've worked on something for a long time and actually get the fruits.
Here's the thing. I don't want to confuse laziness with patience. Sometimes laziness is good. Bill Gates once said that he always likes to hire employees that are lazy.
Not employees. Let me
because
not
they will
employees,
always
programmers.
Whatever, they're employees at the end of the day.
There's he doesn't want a lazy marketer, for fuck's sake.
But because they will always find a smarter way,
the easiest way
to solve any problem or any issue.
Exactly. Me, for example, I'm a web developer, so I know exactly what you mean by that. I actually go with that. I always go. I have that saying always in my mind that the easiest way to this problem is the best way, because it's the most efficient, because it's the one that costs less time. Because again, if you think about it, time is the most effective way of measuring a person's efficiency.
Yeah.
So if I can program a web page in a day, it's much more effective than I do it in a week. But I do both the same way. But one is a bit more. The one that took me a week, it took me like 3 days of research, 3 days of implementing, and a day of troubleshooting. But the one that took me a day, 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, like, for example. So, in certain aspects of life, yeah, that's very important. But in other aspects, no, you need to go through the shit. Like,
True.
the Tom Platz once said, now that you've reached failure, the only way, the only direction left is to win. The only path left
Yeah.
is up, because you're already at rock bottom. You literally have nowhere else to go.
Like, what could possibly go any wrong in this?
Do not jinx yourself. Do not jinx yourself. If you they're just saying that goes. If you want Gal to laugh, tell him about your plans. So do not go there.
It's just nothing's gonna work out.
Let's stick with
Keep this mindset. No, it's shitty mindset.
Yeah. So
No. But you need to manifest it. Manifesting.
Yeah, manifesting is the first step.
Of course it is. It's the most important step, actually. If you don't manifest your success, you'll never reach it.
Oh, and I learned something actually from Jordan Peterson. He's a very pragmatic man. I like the man. He has a very pragmatic brain.
It's logical.
In certain situations. In others, he's a bit emotional, which is understandable. But I like him. For example, he actually I've read the 12 rules of life. The 12 rules of life that the first one, not the second one.
The book.
Yeah, the book. One of them, now I'm paraphrasing, I can't really remember. I have the memory of a freaking goldfish. So
Web developer.
I'm a programmer, not a coder. There's a difference. Coders,
I don't know.
gibble copy paste. Programmers think.
No offense to all the programmers out there.
And coders, you guys suck.
Again, no offense or disrespect. That's okay. That you're not helping. You're not helping.
You guys suck.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get a shit ton of hate comments for sure. Okay.
Come at me. One thing that actually helped me to manifest my basically pros and cons is I actually wrote them down. Writing your problems and your probable solutions are the best way to manifest them. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You know what you if you actually think about it, if you sit and actually think about it, most of your problems you can solve them if you actually most. I'm not gonna say all, but most of the problems that you are going through, you know the answers. You know the answers to them.
Most of them, yeah, sure.
So you'll need, like, writing them is it's basically like you're just igniting them. You're igniting the solutions. Because if you have a pros and cons list, you have your pros and your sorry, not pros and cons, problems and solutions. Okay. You know, for problem 1, you have 1, 2, 3, which is the most effective one or the easiest one of the 3 solutions to apply. Go that route. Which is the easiest one to apply? You know, the fact that you even know the solutions to your problems, it's a huge thing.
Yeah, there's even one thing that most of our problems, sometimes our problems are not something, they're out of our hands. If you can't do anything about it, why worry about it?
Actually, that's true. But the way that I think about it is the problems that are in your hands, they are your responsibility. True. But the problems that are out of your hands, you should not let them affect anything else. I'll give you an example.
Okay, of course, but it's not that easy to do.
Nothing good ever comes easy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If it's out of your hand, just
Let it be. You
need to stop overthinking about it and worrying about and stressing over it.
Actually, you'll need to let's say not evolve. You need to adapt to using it, to having it in your life. I'll give you an example. There is this famous quote from the Bible: "The meek shall inherit the earth." Okay. Jordan Peterson actually said it once. The meek can be translated in many different ways. One of those ways is actually two of them. Those are my two favorite let's say renditions of that word meek. It's either the person that is the most adaptable will inherit the earth, or the person that is most ready will inhabit the earth. I'm not gonna.
You gotta be adaptable to change.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go off to the more to the more prepared one. That's for a different topic. That's for a different day. But the more adaptable is the more
ready. Is gonna be the more ready.
Yeah, because again, if you stay where you are without learning from your own experiences, from the shit that's around you, you will always stay where you are.
You'll stay stuck in the same place.
I always say
being a creature of habit is good in its own merits, but not in every aspect of life.
Exactly. You should, if you're a creature of habit, and I have to be sometimes a creature of habit because I lose a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So I've made like the way that I did it. I didn't make a habit out of everything of my life, but I made my habits into like compartments. Like for example, the things that go into my laptop bag. I have a certain habit that this goes there, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there.
That's OCD.
Not the exact every time. That's not OCD. And I know in my bag there always should be my laptop, my charger, my mouse. Those are the minimums. That is the always the habit that I go through. I'll give that an example. For example, my gym bag. My gym bag always has to have deodorant, spare clothes, towel for showering, all those. I compartmentalized my habits. That's why I love bags a lot. For somebody, I have like a bag for everything. Like I'm going hiking tomorrow.
You're like a woman.
Yeah, basically. Fuck you. I compartmentalize things because I will always either forget or at the very least, like something will happen. Okay, so I'm always I believe that you should always be prepared for whatever happens.
Yeah, but you can't always be prepared for everything.
But
that's why you gotta be adaptable.
Exactly.
That's why you gotta be adaptable.
I was getting there. You have to be as prepared as possible, but the things that you are not prepared for, you need to adapt to them.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to go hand in hand.
That's true. That's true. And you were talking about manifesting them by you write your pros and cons.
You can do that, yeah.
What I do it's a daily exercise that my therapist actually told me about. I don't write my pros and cons, but what I do on a daily basis is I write the top 10 things that I am grateful for.
Okay.
And if you think about it, when I started this exercise at first, I had like 1, 2, or 3 things that I'm grateful for. I never could find any more points to write. It was always the first one is I am grateful for my family. I'm grateful for their health. I'm grateful for my pet dog that I love so much, that I adore actually.
Dogs
and
are
that's
angels.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. I couldn't find anything else. But as I kept on going to therapy and listening, and I realized that I was ignoring the smallest things that happened during this day. And so I started taking them and adding them to this list that I'm grateful for. It could be as simple, or just, I had an ice cream today. It was amazing. I am grateful for this amazing ice
I
cream
had a shit ice
that
cream
I
the other day.
had. I am grateful for, I don't know, going to work and back safely. I am grateful for the smallest things. And as I started writing them on a daily basis every time, it's like my mind itself started. It's like
Making
the
the
law.
bigger
It's like
picture.
the law of attraction. Whenever you think about positive or negative things, it's the one thing you're gonna notice every single time.
Yeah. If you want a red car,
So-
you always see a red car.
Exactly. So whenever I'm throughout my day, and as I was writing these grateful things, like my mind itself I started noticing there's these small positive things throughout my day, and I was able to somehow see the cup half full instead of half filled. Sorry,
Yeah.
instead of half empty.
Half empty. Yeah.
So it really helped. This exercise really helped me.
It actually, it's about something I usually, I thought about, like, actually, again, I'm gonna quote Jordan Peterson a lot, and rotate a bit. Come on.
Yeah, sure.
So, why does he always say clean your room first? The thing that's clean your room, it's because it's your room, it's what you have full control over. It's a very small aspect of your life, but if you start with that small aspect, then slightly, ever so slightly, fix something bigger. Like, always start with your bed. Finished your bed
Yeah,
time and time again, then it becomes easier. Then
that's the thing.
then go to your desk, for example. Then go to that chair that we all use, like a second coat hanger.
It starts small and
Yeah.
start growing.
It's like building Legos. You start with one piece, then you start building. You'll end up with a freaking Lego Star Wars thing with
And it
3,000
will-
people,
a full
3,000
structure
pieces.
of something,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, but there's a guy named Gary.
Mm.
He's a wine. He has wine company and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram, and there's a video that I watched of him, and I don't know. I kind of respected what he said, and it's like I agreed with him. He said that the most useless thing you can do is fix your bed. I don't fix my bed in the morning because at the end of the day, I'm coming back to sleep in this same bed. So why would I just every single time just leave it like that, go to bed, get up, go back in?
That's the part of discipline.
Yeah, I don't do this.
I
think it's useless.
I don't do that.
You're sleeping in the same fucking bed every night.
I
Why
don't
would
do that
just
for another reason. I don't
fix
do
my
that.
bed, then
I don't
sleep
do
in it
that
again,
for
and fix
another
it again,
reason.
and do it. And,
You know why?
It's just a never-ending cycle. Just leave it as it is. When you want to clean them, just wash the things and just fix it once.
That's one point of view. I don't fix my bed every day because again, I'm a web developer, so I have to be creative sometimes, and there were certain studies that showed that a messy room or an unmade bed, it helps creativity in certain ways.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because a creative person can
Is messy?
not messy,
Is
but
messy. He is creative. Let's just move on.
don't let me get started. Fuck you in football. A creative person can extract the beauty out of chaos. I'll give you an example. Like, for example, I don't know. I see that wall. Okay, he has one of those walls that are like bricks. Like, you feel that there are random bricks everywhere. you
There's
can
beauty in the chaos. Yeah.
there's beauty in that chaos because you think that they're random, but if you actually look, they're actually the same exact position.
Patterns.
They're the same exact patterns, but different colors every time. But sometimes it's duplicated, which is normal. You can see certain beauty and certain patterns
Like
in
at
chaos.
at first look, it is
It's
chaotic,
chaotic.
and just disorganized.
Exactly.
But then, if you truly look into it,
Hmm.
you'll see the attachments, the organized. The
It helps
beauty.
the
Okay.
creativity flow.
It
'Cause
starts. It makes sense somehow. This chaotic, this organized thing just makes sense.
Because chaos can help a creative person reach a certain maybe not a certain idea, but it'll help them think outside of the box a bit more.
What's the song? Californication. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation.
Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly. Like let's take any rock band that has ever lived. Have you ever seen them in suits? They're always in chaotic clothes.
Maybe when they're accepting awards.
No, not even then. That's very.
Metallica did. Metallica wore
Really?
suits when they were inducted into Hall of Fame.
That's probably the only time.
And they probably took it off as soon as they left.
Exactly.
But yeah.
The chaos of traditional clothes, of normal clothes, or the what they.
Okay.
What's
But it's different because. Okay, I'm gonna take the rock bands and metal because this is their image. This is their lifestyle. So they have
not
to wear this.
necessarily, by the way. No.
No. If you have a corporation or a fucking company, you can't just go in with flip flops and just shorts or whatever. No. You gotta. This is the image you're setting out.
Because that's a place where there should be order. I'm talking about places where there should be chaos. You can be orderly in a place that's
at the same time, coders and programmers and whatever in every company, read about it. Even in Google, they are allowed to come in flip flops as long as they are comfortable. Come to work, but in a certain aspects, like a corporation or a company or whatever.
For example, in all the companies that I've worked in, I had to.
That's the thing. And that's what we mean by adapt. Maybe it's not you. I don't see myself a suit guy. I don't ever. I hate wearing formal suits.
I like suits.
I hope my manager does not fire me over this. I hate wearing suits or formal clothes, but going to work, I have to. I have to. Because I'm setting, like, as employees, we are the image of the company we work at. So if a client or whatever walks in and sees a guy who's wearing shorts and whatever, it's like, this is the company. This is where what are we doing here? And they're gonna leave. So this is what I mean by adapt. I adapted.
Exactly.
I adapted to those clothes. I still don't feel comfortable in them.
But you had to.
But I have to. So I adapted and I moved on, and now I wear them with. I'm not gonna say pride. I don't. But sure.
You need your job, my guy.
So with pride.
Come on. We've been recording for 37 minutes.
Yeah, 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, pause it شوي.